Moisturising facial wash. Ow! Ow! God. That's my skin. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me while I talk you through all the makeup I'm taking on my short weekend break to Helsinki, Finland. This is my entire makeup in here for the trip, and I'm going to walk you through every step, so if you like this look, just keep on watching. So we're scaling back our makeup because this is a short weekend break. This is not like a full glam weekend. I just want to look a bit put together. So for a base, we're going to be using the Elemis Pro Collagen Insta Smooth Primer because this by far gives me the longest lasting out of my makeup. Everything just sticks to it, and it says a line and pore smoothing primer, which is also great. And then we're going to use our trusted Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation in the shade 6 Neutral, mainly because this is a squeezy tube and I prefer taking squeezy tubes on holiday. Now this primer is running really low, so I'm going to have to squeeze. I might try and find, if I've got a little pot, I might just try and decant it and do like the squeezy tube, because this is heavy. Like there's still a lot of product left in there. That's probably way too much, but it doesn't matter, we move on. So I love this primer because it immediately makes everything look really matte and it just smooths everything out, but like I say, it's so long lasting, so long lasting. So this is Sunday before we go to Finland. When you watch this, we'll be back and I will insert some footage of a holiday. Right, so I'm going to use one pump of the Charlotte Tilbury because it goes a really long way, and the best way to use this, I find, is to apply it with fingers, smooth it in with fingers. So yeah, so we are just going for a little whistle stop tour of Helsinki. And like I say, when you see this, we'll be home. So I will insert footage of the break. No idea what we're going to do there. We just like to be city people and just wander around and look at stuff, eat food, drink. If it's definitely springing in the UK, but currently in Finland, the weather when we go there, top temperature 5 degrees, but it is going to be sunny, which is the main thing. That's what we love. So as you can see, this is already kind of giving me a good base. So I'm just going to pat this in. I will show you my nail polish colour as well. I'm not wearing this to Helsinki. This is just, like I say, this is just a filming of my video of the makeup that I'm going to be wearing. So to go on a city break, I usually wear black polish, red polish, something that goes with everything. So that's it. Just put that in there. And then obviously, I'm going to go in with my Collection what's it called? Lasting Perfection Concealer by the Collection. Honestly, you'd think that after using this for like 12 years, I'd know the flipping name of it, but alas, we do not. So I put that on the high colour of my cheeks to give me a bit of extra coverage, and this I will pat in with a beauty blender and then smooth everything else out. So this makeup, I'm hoping on the days we're there, will take me like 20 minutes. I like to still take my time doing my makeup because for me, I find it really therapeutic. I had my Botox last week, so I can't move my eyes now. It's me raising my eyebrows. So it's still, Botox is still Botoxing, it's still doing its thing, it's still setting into place, but I don't think I'll get much more like tightness after today. After 7 days, this is pretty much, you know, what you're gonna get. But I love it. Just makes everything just look so much more like, what's the word, settled. Like, you know, when I do that, there's no lines in my forehead, which is what I was really conscious of. Right, so that's the base done. Now we're just going to powder. So we're going to use the Mercier translucent setting powder all over the face. I normally use my Pat McGrath eye powder, but on a city break I'm not going to take it because, again, it's just something extra to carry, and even though it does make a big difference day to day, for a city break, like, I'm not that concerned. I'd rather carry less and just, you know. I don't know if you're the same. If you're the sort of person that has to take your entire makeup bag with you. Personally, I am not. I've got really good makeup, really reliable makeup. You might have noticed I didn't contour either. I'm not bringing my contour stick, same reason. I don't really need it. I just kind of, day to day, I like it. But again, it's another liquid, and because we're not checking our bags in, we're carrying on, I have to fit all of my liquid products into one of those airport bags, which at the end of the video I will demonstrate so you can see exactly what I'm taking and the cunning little things that I use instead of other things that are liquid. So that's the makeup now set down. Now for eyes. So for eyes, I'm bringing my Kylie Jenner bronze palette because it's cardboard, it's lightweight, and it has all of the neutral shades. You can go glam with this, you can go pretty basic, whatever takes your fancy. And then as a base, I'm going to use Golden Bronze eyeshadow stick by Bobbi Brown. Mainly because it matches this palette perfectly, and second of all, it is really near the end of its life. It's the point where when I open it, I've got to be so careful because it's broken away from the bottom and I have to like sort of push it down before I use it. I forgot to press record, that was smart of me. But I've just drawn the bronze, golden bronze all over the lid, very messily, and you missed it actually coming out the whole bullet and just falling out into my eye. So that was annoying. That would have been funny as a blooper. But there you go. So I've just popped that on. And like I said, I'm taking a risk bringing this because it is really, really near the end of its life. I'm going to use a Zoeva 227 just to buff this out. I just kind of ignore the bit near the lid and just where the crease is, just kind of blend it up and out just so that you've got a base up here where if it's going to split and like look messy, it's going to be there. Because if you have hooded eyes like me, that's what happens. So already we have quite a good colour there. You could honestly just leave it there if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. So as a transition colour, I'm just going to pop that one there. I don't know what the names are. There's no names on them. Well, there is, but I've had this palette so long, they've just completely rubbed off. I bought this palette when it first launched in 2000 and I want to say 15, maybe 16. But it's a great everyday palette, and to be honest, the quality of them, of the shadows, are really, really good. Like, I know she's a Kardashian, you know, whatever, and you think, oh, it's going to be a bit iffy. But honestly, it's a good product. So there we go. Nice eye there. Then I'm just going to take a clean brush and just kind of buff all the edges, tidy up a little bit. Which is a Lisa Eldridge tip. I watched one of her videos the other day and I kind of did this anyway, but not religiously. But now, if Lisa says you've got to do it, you've got to do it. Right, so that's that. Then I'm going to put this sort of, it's not a shimmer shade, but I'm going to pop that on the main lid. It's not really shimmery, but it is sort of frosty, which I'm kind of like. And it's a very similar colour to the Bobbi Brown cream shadow we applied at the beginning, so it doesn't look out of place. And then you could leave it there, but I'm going to just deepen the outside. I'm going to deepen it with the very, very, very dark brown here. I don't use the black because that is a bit too harsh. But look at the colour payoff you get on that. It's really good. Just dab, dab, dab. Dab, dab, dab. And then just push up. This feat for you, like as a daytime makeup, might be a bit much, but to me, when my hair and everything is all done and when the whole look kind of comes together, you will see it doesn't look as heavy as it does here. I do understand on here it could look a bit heavy. I'm just going to take the first brush that we use, nothing extra on it, just to sort of blend all the shades together. And like I say, you might not want to go as high up on the eyes as I do, but because my eyes are hooded, it just adds a bit more dimension. Pull it out a little bit. And then again, just clean brush, go over everything, blend any harsh lines away. And that's that bit done. We're going to do eyeliner. First up, just going to curl the lashes with my travel curlers. I got these from Look Fantastic. Can't remember the name of the brand, I'll show you in a second. Not bad actually, they're called Brushworks. They're like £4. So I thought, well, why not? And they are good for travel because they're quite teeny. Eyeliner, I'm going to attempt to do it in here, but might end badly. So I'm going to use Canyon by Hourglass. Canyon by Hourglass is the brown, the dark brown, the really microscopic pencil, and then I'm just going to use a little brush to sort of smoke it out. I'm not sure if it will show up enough with this. We will see. If not, I'll have to move it over to Obsidian, but I'm thinking it might be enough. So I'm just going to use the viewfinder here to apply it. With this one, as I said before, you don't need to be precise with it. You can put it on really messily and then just smoke it out. This for me isn't an eyeliner that I use for a cat wing. This is more of a natural kind of everyday. Take that a second. This was actually a lip brush. Doesn't really matter. It's more about the shape and how you can make it work. And then whatever's left, I'll just take it underneath. Nice. Now mascara. This mascara is Black Magic by Ico. I've never actually used this before. This is my first time using it on camera because it's such a little travel size. Now, don't laugh at me, but I'm gonna have to use quite a unique method because of the Botox. I can't lift my eyebrows very much, so I use the end of a brush, pull up, and do that. Honestly, the things we do, eh? Lost quite a few eyelashes and I curled them just then all over my face. I quite like this mascara. I like the brush. I hadn't opened it before this because I don't like to open liquid things until you use them, because once you open them and they get air to them, they can dry up. So I haven't even seen the brush. It's a really nice brush. It kind of grabs all the hairs. As I said, I normally use 2 mascaras, but because we're going away on this long weekend and I'm not, I have to pack everything in that little bag, the little airport bag, I'm only taking 1 mascara, so I hope this is good enough. But I quite like the fact that it's tiny and like squeezy and all that good stuff. Right, so the eyes are all done. I'm going to do the brows after everything else. So for the face, as in the bronzer, highlight and blush, we're going to be using a face palette by Hourglass, and this is the Leopard one. When they first announced these face palettes, the Leopard one that seemed to be the most boring, and people were really kind of slating it. But when I saw the names of the products, this was literally made for me. These are all my favourites. There's only 1 new blush shade in this, but I snapped it up for travel because it has literally got all my favourites in. It's got in the Dim Light Finishing Powder, which you know is my favourite. Metallic Strobe Powder in Celestial Strobe Light, which is great. Blush Mood Exposure, Blush Iridescent Rose, which I think is the new shade, and Blush Ethereal Flush. Bronzer Lustrous Bronze Light. So this is great for a medium skin tone. Sorry, this is literally a live get ready because it's Sunday. So I'm going to go in with the bronzer, and I would recommend, if you buy these palettes, get the brush that goes with it because they were designed to fit perfectly. So I just basically just twist this and then apply bronze. So I just sort of pat the bronzer on and then blend it out. Perfection. And then highlighter, if there's only one, so I'm going to use that. It's quite gold, but I'm not mad at it. And yes, I use highlighter every day for daytime makeup because, you know, who doesn't want to look youthful and glowy? If you don't want to look youthful and glowy, you probably already are. If you're in your mid-40s, trust me, you need it. Right, so that's the highlight. And then for blush, it doesn't really matter, but I think I'm going to go with the nice bright pink one. And then just tap that. It's very pigmented, I always forget. I'm doing blush higher these days. I've been watching all these over 40s influencers online. God, those very pigmented. And they've all said, you know, go higher because it lifts. I used to put it on the apples of my cheeks. Apparently that's a big no-no. When you do that, your cheeks go high, but when you do that, they drop down. So your blush or drags your face down. So the thing is, if you do it higher, even up here a little bit, it like lifts your face, which makes sense. I'll do that. Cute. Right, now for brows. No shock here, the Arch Brow by Hourglass. I have two on the go right now because I made a boo-boo. I bought, during the VIP sale, I bought an extra one, but I picked up soft brunette instead of warm brunette. I had a bit of a moment because I used to wear soft brunette and I don't know why I did it. I just picked it up and it's too light for me. But again, it was one of those amazing accidents that when it happened, you're like, am I just a secret genius? Did I just stumble upon something really flipping awesome? And answer, potentially I am a genius, so I'll explain. So this is warm brunette I'm going to be using in a second. I'll just use the spoolie to push the brows up, obviously. So this is warm brunette. So I use warm brunette to fill in all my little gaps. So my brows are getting better, but as we know, guys, I'm a child of the 90s. I plucked the living bejesus out of my brows. So I fill in from here, the bald bit, to where the first line of hairs are, to kind of connect the dots. And then I just push them up. So I'm not creating an extra line. I'm just filling in those gaps. For this, warm brunette is brilliant. I just sort of fill in the gaps on the actual brows. And I sort of take that down there a bit. So you can see the difference between those two. So I do the same here. I've got a similar pattern, but a few more bald patches. So I'll do the bald bit there and then connect it to there and then just push up into the brow. I've been going to see a brow person just to have them tidied up every couple of months, and it has really helped with the process. There we go. So then for soft brunette, what I've been doing is put it on the front and the top to make it look a bit more natural, because warm brunette is very dark, and on the front it could potentially have, you could go too far with it. So this one, I just flick up where the hairline starts, and then I just fill in the top bit. I'm not being funny, for the amount I use this particular one, this one's going to last me flipping years. Look at how the difference that makes. Unreal. Up, flick, 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 flick. It's okay if they don't match exactly, because brows are not the same. What do they say? Brows are sisters, not twins. if your pattern is a bit different on the other eye, don't fight it, because it could have the potential to look a little bit insane. A bit far with that one, so you just take the spoolie and just brush it. And I just brush them through a little bit just to kind of make it look a bit more natural. I love this eyebrow pencil. Like, my eyebrows look full, but they don't look wild. That one looks a bit fuller than this one. So I'm going to take a bit of just soft brunette and just add a bit more through here. I would do warm brunette because I put that through, but this one just looks a bit more natural, and it just, if you need a little bit of extra weight, it's better to go with the lighter colour. That's better. Nice. As this is a bronze look, I'm going to go 90s brown lip. So we're going to use Merit 1990, very well named. This is possibly the most perfect 90s brown you've ever seen. It's very similar to Paramount by MAC, but this is a much nicer texture. I have a code for Merit, I'll pop it below, and some discounts and things, so get involved in Merit. Are in fact brilliant. And then I've also got the Nude Truffle lip liner by NYX, the Hailey Bieber brown. Now, I always put my lip liner on second because I don't really need lip liner, but I just pop it on anyway. So I'll apply this. And this colour is so buildable, but really moisturising. So we're going somewhere cold, like it's a good one. Better sharpen this pencil before we go. There we go. That's the finished look. I'm going to go away, blow dry my hair. I'm going to use the same brushes that I will use on holiday because I'm going to use my hairdryer today, and then I'll get some clothes on, and we'll come back for the roundup, and I will show you the airport bag with all my bits in and the bag that I take to pack all my makeup. So let's go. So the hair is now done. I got my hair cut yesterday, so this is the first time I've actually styled it myself, and she just put some face framing layers in, and I'm quite loving it. It's really nice. So, sorry, excuse the banging. Stu is putting up all of Doris's, like, we've got her a cat tower and we've got her a little cat bowl thing to sit in, so he's doing that. Today is Sunday, it's a doing day, so apologies for all the life admin, but life is lifing, so we just have to crack on with it. So this is the bag that I take with me. This is my Look Fantastic bag. I got this free from Look Fantastic 2 years ago with an order, and honestly it's the best makeup bag for travel because you can see through it, it expands, it doesn't carry too much but it carries just enough that I need, and it fits very nicely into my coat backpack, which is what I'll be taking on the airplane with me. So yeah, I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to transfer the bits that I need to with all my other liquids into one of the airport bags to show you exactly why I take as little liquid as I do. So let me just show you. So this is my little bag of liquids. So I'm missing one thing, which is my simple face wash. I'll pick one of those up at the airport. I always have to take a conditioner with me. Shampoo, I use whatever they've got in the hotel, but I have to use my favourite conditioner. I've got the Elemis Pro Collagen Ultra Rich Marine Cream there as well. So I've got the primer, the concealer, I've got a mini perfume that I'm going to take, a heat protection spray, mini hand sanitizer, and that's it. So yeah, good to go. My simple wet wipes, a facial wash, a simple moisturising facial wash. Ow, ow. God, ow, guys, that's my skin. Ow, that really, really hurt. Doris, ow. Cats, honestly. My back is now bleeding. Say hi to the people. Hello. I'll do it one again, shall I? Hope you enjoyed Doris jumping all over me there. Thanks, Doris. So yes, that's basically it for the trip. I'm going to be taking a little cabin bag that you just don't check in, you just put it on the overhead thing. I'm going to be packing literally 4 black polo neck sweaters, skinny jeans, Dr. Martens, I'm wearing those out there, hats, scarves, gloves, all that stuff, because it is cold there. Top temperature 5 degrees. I need to do my nails before we go, so on that, this is Limelight by Picture Polish. I absolutely love this shade. I just fancy something really bright and springy because, you know, it's spring. This is a Nails Ink brush though. I did swap the brushes out. I used to work for Nails Ink, as you know, back in the day, and I had access to all their brushes, and I discovered that these Picture Polish bottles hold the brush perfectly. I love Picture Polish. They have improved their brush, but if you have as many Picture Polish shades as me and you have the opportunity to use a Nails Ink brush, if you know, you know. Nails Ink, for me, is the best nail polish brand, mainly because of the brush. The brush is phenomenal, and yeah, I did do a cheek in all of my Picture Polishes. Most of them now have the Nails Ink brush. So yeah, that's that, guys. I had my hair cut yesterday. I've styled it myself today, so I quite like it. It's very nice. And I just used my round brush and my flat wet brush, which I'm going to take with me also. So that's pretty much it. It'll be a very travelling light trip, but this is how I'm going to look for the 4 days in Finland. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.